Oi! Welcome back to Jay's Jeep and Classic Car channel. Go ahead, hit that subscribe and like button down below. Today we're going to be measuring the engine cylinders. It's been several weeks since we've been out here. Several things have happened in life. Most recently, I was rear-ended out on the interstate, and so I've been out of commission for quite a while. So this is kind of the first time I've kind of uncovered the Jeep and worked on it, and that I felt well enough to do so. So we're just going to do some basic measurements today and kind of show that to y'all. Hopefully we'll get some good results. I have a direction to where we're going with this engine. So I'm still kind of torn. I know frankly it could be have new sleeves put in it, or we could bore it out some more, or even a brand new engine, but just trying to figure out what's right for the situation. So join me on the adventure. We're still trying to figure this whole thing out. I'm not a professional, and I'm trying to do this on a budget, so without breaking the bank. It gets real expensive real quick. So join me on the adventure as we get going. Alright, so we're measuring the cylinders today. We have this nifty little tool we picked up from Harbor Freight. Well, it's not super accurate, it's good enough. So you kind of want to get it level in there. And it's really just a feel thing that you got to do. Then you take your calipers and you measure it, and that says about 44 over. It's in the spec, but it's not exactly where I'd like it to be. So it's close enough though. And so we're going to go ahead and take this measurement, try to get it good level. Lots of little finesse here. So we got that. Pretty much the engine is bored over at 40 over. I just want to see if it's in spec. And that's at 3.5 over 40, 43.5. So, I mean, that's in spec. And we're measuring kind of up here at the top. And we're going to take a measurement kind of down further in. See where it's at. Again, I'm not a professional engine builder, so yeah, it's at 38 or so over. So that's that 5, that's the max. Yeah, I just don't know if I should sleeve the thing or if I should just put some bearing pistons in it and go. So gotta do some soul searching, come up with that answer. This is dead on 40 over. Alright, so as you're measuring these, you just want to take various measurements at on different sides as you go down. So you want to see if it's out of round, tapered, anything like that. And that one I didn't get a good measurement on. So you just got to take your time here. Really, at the end of the day, it's a judgment call on if it needs to be rebuilt or not, or bored out. So there's no magic there. And if you have a friend that's kind of into that kind of stuff, now may be the time to pull them over. I've got a buddy at work that has done some of that before. So I may bring him over, have him take a look at it. The question is cheap versus the right way. Really, it's good right up to the lip, and then the lip has a little bit more of a bore to it. But yeah,
So I could probably get away with 40 over rings and pistons and just go from that. But again, we still got to measure the crankshaft and all that. That has to be machined. You might as well pull out the whole thing, put new sleeves in it, and all that good stuff for however much that's going to cost me. So that's dead on. I want to say this engine wasn't rebuilt all that long ago, just due to the wear on the pistons and whatever else. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to make a call here. Obviously we'll have to clean all this up, and we'll probably do that on a separate video. Alright, so what you want to do when you're doing those measurements is just take a lot of different measurements and make sure that the taper is right, it's not out of round. So you want to spin it around, take it from top to bottom, and then just take lots of different measurements, repeat them several times, just to verify that you are really measuring what you are measuring, and you'll get a good idea. It's not the easiest thing without, you know, a precise bore gauge, but I don't have one of those in the right size. So, you know, you just kind of got to do it like that. Same thing with the crankshaft, crank pin journals. So I kind of took the calipers and measured them several times. So it looks like they're about 10 under from where they need to be. And the cylinders look like they're about 40 over. So when I order, I'll order 10 under for my bearings and 40 over for my pistons. But I'm going to bring a friend over, have him verify what I'm measuring, he measures, and that the condition matches what he thinks is appropriate for rebuilding. Of course, he's got some more experience than I do, and there's no shame in bringing so with more expertise into the situation to help you out. So if you don't have anybody, it's just kind of a judgment call. It may or may not pay off for you, I don't know. But yeah, so that's kind of the game plan going forward. Kind of hoping that I don't have to pull this engine out machined, but we'll see what my buddy says, and we'll go from there. That's kind of where we're at. So hopefully we'll get good news, but with the way the things have been going recently, with clutches going out on my main driver, being rear-ended in my backup car, this engine cracking a piston, I'm not real hopeful for it to work out. So sometimes you just have a black cloud, and that's life, and God provides, and it's all for a reason, and I know that. But yeah, so I'm going to wrap it up for the day. Don't want to overdo it. My neck's starting to get a little stiff after the accident, and so we're just going to call well enough good. So I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all take care. It's time for supper.